Hi, all my LGBT friends and others. Welcome to my channel. Um, oh, Gay or straight, I don't care who you are, welcome to my channel. And I just wanted to say, I just love Trump. Okay? I mean, the guy, week 4, he's going to Indiana to try to save 1,000 jobs. Because what was he talking about through his campaign? Jobs, 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 right? I'm going to, you're going to be so happy. You're going to be tired of being happy. These are some of the things that he said. Week 4, the guy is on his plane. He's going to Indiana. He's going to save these jobs for American people because he's for you. That is so cool. I mean, the guy's amazing. All right, and yeah. Anyway, so okay, I'm so thrilled that we have Trump. I am so thrilled. I want to read chapter 6 of Judges. And I thank you so much, my subscribers. You know who you are, for your well wishes. And I'm feeling better. I did get some medicine to help with the sinus infection. And sorry, I'm a little puffy today. Oh well. And so hopefully trying to get this cleared up. Doing the what do you call it, vapor, and humidifier, thank you. And and just taking the antibiotics and probiotics and saline, and oh my gosh, people that have to go through this, I really feel for you now. I get it. Okay, it's not fun. All right. So thanks for your prayers and your thoughts for me. I appreciate it so much. All right. So chapter 6, the Israelites for their sin, oppressed by Midian, a prophet rebukes them. An angel sends Gideon to deliver them. Gideon's presence consumed by fire, his signs. Okay, so this has to do with evil alliances and so forth. So we'll just go on, all right? Okay, so the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them into the hand of Midian 7 years. Okay, and we'll hear more about Midian and so forth as we go along. All right, in chapter 7 and 8. So the hand of Midian prevailed against Israel, and because of the Midianites, the children of Israel made them the dens which are in the mountains and caves and strongholds. So they made like caves, okay, in the mountains. And so it was when Israel had sown that the Midianites came up, and the Amalekites and the children of the east, even they came up against them, and encamped against them, and destroyed the increase of the earth until thou come unto Gaza, and left no substance for Israel, neither sheep nor ox nor ass. For they came up with their cattle and their tents, and they came as grasshoppers for the multitude. For both they and their camels were without number, and they entered into the land to destroy it. Locusts can destroy crops within minutes. Okay, so that's kind of what they're implying here. And Israel was greatly impoverished because of the Midianites, and the children of Israel cried unto the Lord. And it came to pass that when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord because of the Midianites, that the Lord sent a prophet unto the children of Israel, which said unto them, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I brought you up from Egypt, and brought you forth out of the house of bondage. I delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of all that oppressed you, and drave them out from before you, and gave you their land. These are all the things that God has done for them, okay? And I delivered you out of the hands of the Egyptians, out of the hand of all that oppressed you, and I drove them out from before you and gave you their land. Hello? And I said unto you, I am the Lord your God. Fear not the gods of the Amorites. In those lands you dwell, but you have not obeyed my voice. And there came an angel of the Lord and sat under an oak which was in Ophrah, pertained unto Josh, the Amazzarite. His son Gideon threshed wheat by the winepress to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him, to Gideon, and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, why then is all of this befallen us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has forsaken us, delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. And the Lord looked upon him and said, Go in this thy might, that thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? And he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewithal shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least of my father's house. And the Lord said unto him, Surely I will be with thee, and thou shalt smite the Midianites as one man. And he said unto him, If now I have found grace in thy sight, then show me a sign that thou talkest with me. Depart not hence, I pray thee, until I come unto thee, and bring forth my present, and set it before thee. And he said, I will tarry until thou come again. And Gideon went in and made ready a kid and unleavened cakes of an ephah, EPHAH, of flour, and the flesh he put in a basket, and he put the broth in a pot, and brought it out unto him under the oak, and presented it. And the angel of God said unto him, Take the flesh of the unleavened cakes, and lay them upon this rock, and pour out the broth. And he did so. And then the angel of the Lord put forth the end of his staff that was in his hand, and touched the flesh of the unleavened cakes. And there arose up fire out of the rock, and consumed the flesh and the unleavened cakes. Then the angel of the Lord departed out of his sight. And then Gideon perceived that he was an angel of the Lord, and Gideon said, Alas, O Lord God, for because I have seen an angel of the Lord face to face. And the Lord said unto him, Peace be unto thee, fear not, thou shalt not die. Then Gideon built an altar there unto the Lord, and called it Jehovah Shalom. And to this day it is yet in Ophrah of the Amazzarites. It's still there. Cool. And it came to pass that the same night the Lord said unto him, Take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old, and throw down the altar of Baal, that thy father hath cut down the grove that is by it, and built an altar unto the Lord thy God upon the top of this rock, and in the ordered place, and take the second bullock, and offer a burnt sacrifice with the wood of the grove, which thou shalt cut down. Then Gideon took 10 men of his servants, and did as the Lord had said unto him. And it was because he feared his father's household and the men of the city, that he could not do it by day, that he did it by night. And when the men of the city arose early in the morning, behold, the altar of Baal was cast down, the grove was cut down that was by it, and the second bullock was offered upon the altar that was built. And they said unto one another, Who has done this thing? When they inquired and asked, and they said, Gideon, the son of Joash, hath done this thing. And the men of the city said unto Joash, Bring out thy son, that he may die, because he hath cast down the altar of Baal, because he hath cut down the grove that was by it. And Joash said unto all that stood against him, Will ye plead for Baal? Will you save him, that he will plead for him? Let him be put to death while it's yet still morning. If he be a god, let him plead for himself, because one hath cast down his altar. Before on that day he called him Jerubbaal, saying, Let Baal plead against him, because he hath thrown down his altar. Then all the Midianites and the Amalekites and the children of the east were gathered together, and went over and pitched in the valley of Jezreel. But the Spirit of the Lord came upon Gideon, and he blew a trumpet, and Ebenezer was gathered after him. And he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also was gathered after him. And he sent messengers unto Asher, and unto Zebulun, and unto Naphtali, and they came up to meet them. And Gideon said unto God, If thou wilt save Israel by mine hand, as thou hast said, behold, I will put a fleece of wool in the floor, and if the dew be on the fleece only, and be dry upon the earth beside, then shall I know that thou wilt save Israel by my hand, as thou hast said. And it was so, for he rose up early in the morrow, and thrust the fleece together, and wringed the dew out of the fleece in a bowl full of water. And Gideon said unto God, Let not thy anger be hot against me, as I will speak but this once, but let me prove, I pray thee, but this once with the fleece. Let it now be dry only upon the fleece, and upon all the ground let there be dew. And God did so that night, for it was dry upon the fleece only, and there was dew all around the ground. And so that was his answer. So the fleece was dry, but the ground was wet. And he felt confident that it was the Lord that he was, speaking to, and that the Lord was for him. So, anyway, that was Judges 6, and we'll be going on to chapter 7 a little bit later on. My time has run out here. Anyway, so I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, thank you for your prayers and good thoughts, and leave me a thumbs up, like and share. And if you are so able to, get on to Gab, and you can check me out there too with comments, and you can read for yourself what's going on and what people are talking about. Okay, thank you. Bye.